Last time was a time that we survived not dying.
That is correct. You did in fact go up against various threats and not get yourself killed.
Did we?
I mean, it's World of Darkness.
About as much as I can
I
remember.
mean, a simple
like,
political meeting could be seen as a threat.
everything's a threat in the right light.
Yeah.
That's why you live in the dark.
Even the statement, I love you, man, can be a threat under the right conditions.
That might be true, yes.
Did we? Oh, that's right. We also went to the Fusilier to get guns, and now we're going to go knock on some rivals for a step.
I mean, L's not wrong. DC made a character named Bueno Excelente who only says the word bueno, and, well, his superpower is that he can rape anything. So hearing bueno comes from Dark Alley.
Oh,
Yeah, in the right context, anything is a threat.
Oh boy, we're 1 minute 30 seconds in, and we already have that pop up.
Yep.
My fault DC went off the rails in the early 90s.
They should have stayed there.
Yeah, we should have. They should have. That would have been funny.
I mean, DC and Marvel should really just, die in a fucking fire at this point.
Yeah. I mean, ironically, on the less awful things, still goddamn hilarious. In the same run for that comic, there's another character who gets the same powers as like Superman, only when he's drunk, and he considers quitting being an alcoholic. And Superman goes, "No, man, you're doing good. You're still a superhero," and gives him a bottle of Hennessy.
Is that an actual character?
Yes, his
I-
name is Six Pack. Yeah, and his logo is literally like the plastic beer ring things that come in a six pack. Yeah,
That's actually great.
And what's even better is that his crime-fighting partner is Dog Welder.
welds dogs to face through magic somehow.
That.
Who also may or may not be immortal.
It's a little more complicated than that. It's more of a Green Lantern thing, where there's always a Dog Welder, though it's never the same person.
Yeah, it's it gets passed out.
Yeah, since you it basically consumes who you are and replaces you with the Dog Welder.
I have become dog welder of dogs.
Alrighty, now that we've had our fun, what plans does the coterie have tonight?
Do we have our guns? Or do we have to wait on that?
I believe you have ordered them.
No, we have the guns now. We just have to actually stat them out in our inventories. I believe so, at least.
Most likely.
Would that be under combat? That would be under combat. Alright, so that would be 2 semi-auto shotguns as drum magazines, 2 MP5K SMGs, 1 assault rifle carbine with spare magazines, and 4 boxes of 9mm ammo and 4 boxes of 5.56. So, God, final say. Did we walk out of there with the guns, or did we have to go? Do we have to go back?
You placed the order, and they should be done within a couple of days.
Oh, a couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
Can I speed that up by helping her make the guns?
No.
All right, then we have a couple of days to kill. Let's go follow up the leads discreetly then. Unless anyone else has any idea.
I'm still waiting on shipment and stuff, so I've got nothing better to do.
Wait, you know how to use computers. Why don't you look up on like the internet to see if anyone's seen the boat or the person?
Okay, get me a functioning computer.
He hands you the Alienware laptop that weighs as much as you do. Don't tear it apart now. I still need that for work.
You see the light in her eyes finally light up as fully functioning top, and as soon as you say "don't tear it apart," it just leaves. Just leaves her eyes entirely. Just fucking sour demeanor on her face. She'll look up. Okay, since I haven't done that like month, is roll for this like I forget, it's D10s, right?
Is D10s based on the number of dots you have in the skill and your primary, your attribute, and your ability.
Okay, so Necro, what would you? I'm assuming intelligence and something else for the abilities.
Depends. Depending on what exactly you're trying to do.
I'm gonna search through like the web, basically acting as like a living web crawler to just find the most amount of information. I'm gonna mentally cross-reference it.
Alrighty. Yep. Intelligence and either computers or investigation.
Can I assist with my investigation skill?
I would appreciate that because I have an investigation of 0.
What's your computers?
3, and I have an intelligence of 7.
So that would be 3 more, if I'm allowed to assist you.
You can make your roll and see what results you get.
Is that a yes to the assistance?
We will see what comes up if you try. Not bad. Does Mr. Ross wish to assist?
I thought that Elizabeth would just roll the additional 3. Alright, I'll roll my 3d10. Unless my eidetic memory helps in any way, shape, or form, that's 1 success.
Alrighty, so you okay, so you're slightly helpful, mostly in just helping her know what buttons that are different on this machine than every other machine.
Why the fuck is the enter key all the way at the top and not in the middle? What is this?
But overall, you do manage to pull up some good information. Namely, in that you, after scrolling through some rather obscure and dead forums, you do manage to find a place of someone trying to meet up with people near the riverside to the north. More specifically, they're on one of the river bends, and
So
they're
I'm
trying to help organize a collective that, by inviting that which once lived to those who see beyond.
So when you say one of the river bends, I'm assuming that's not like where one of the bridges are. So they're doing this like in the marshy kind of tree line areas, right?
That would be accurate.
Key. Do me a favor and bring up the overworld map just so I can see bends.
And
There we go.
Oh sweet Jeebus.
So,
That's a,
go on.
that's a lot. That's a lot. Ah.
I believe we are like right here. Oh. Right where like the A in Kansas City is.
Okay. So it's either here, here, or maybe. I'm guessing.
It's probably going to be here.
Well, I said it wasn't near any. Unless there's another tiny bend in there that I can't see.
Was there any pictures with a post, Necro?
there was
Is it
not.
they got a picture of like a big titted anime woman, and it says "pick not related" because it's like 4chan.
Even in death, we still like mommy milkies. Alright, is there anything anyone else wants to do while we're looking at the 4chan shit posting?
Is there any follow up to that? Like, is there any comments talking about it being like, "No, I saw it here. No, I saw it there," kind of thing, like squabbling going on, underlying comments, I guess, or is it just the one post and it's dead in the water? Nobody else responded to it.
Well, to answer that question, there are a few other people who question the validity of it, and who try to pry more information. Though the rest of the conversation mostly just devolves in conversations about drugs and other illicit activities.
Okay.
What about you, Elijah? You have any inkling on what they could mean? Or have any idea on where our goods could be? You there, Smoke?
I'm thinking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna say, like, out of character. I'm pretty sure there would be some sort of like counter intelligence thing going on with vampires for internet shit, especially when it comes to people being spotted. Like they'll purposely throw out bullshit like claims or whatever, or throw out
Uh,
like
I guess the question is, if we
contradictory.
find this information on the ShrekNet or normal internet.
The only problem is I wouldn't know about that. I know basically the square root of jack shit when it comes to most vampire culture, so she doesn't know.
Harvey would have told
So
you
I
about
can't suggest
ShrekNet.
it.
Necro.
Yes, Elijah Ross.
Given Elijah's normal business is less than legal, could I like roll subterfuge or streetwise with something else to maybe get an idea of where these guns might have been taken? The goods, I should say. If they stole the boat, then it must be, you know, at least along the river, because how else are you going to transport it?
Yeah, streetwise would be a fairly good one. And let's see what else would combine well with that.
Maybe like wits, intelligence?
Yeah, either wits or intelligence, whichever one you feel is most appropriate.
I'll go with wits. They're the same anyway, but you know.
Fair enough.
3 successes, maybe.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. So you do know a few things right off the bat when it comes to these things. That considering the duplicitous nature of this individual, and that if they're trying to sell off their goods, they're gonna be trying to strike a very delicate balance. On one hand, they want to be close enough to where the market is so that they can make some money off their ill-gotten gains. On the other hand, they want to be far enough away that they're not going to immediately be found by the people who originally controlled the market.
Would they perhaps go into the other city, the other side of Kansas City, given the nature of who they were trading with? You don't have to answer, I'm just thinking aloud at this point.
That's certainly a thought to consider.
Elizabeth, could you be so kind as use that flashy box there to perhaps locate any docks that they might be able to take the boat out of the water? Or perhaps stow it. Potentially in the other side of Kansas City, or mayhaps further north up the river.
Start to type away.
Elijah tries to like use what he surmised previously to help Elizabeth gauge the proper distance.
Basically, she's gonna start using stuff like boat docks and whatnot, licensing things you got to do to buy like a parking spot so you can park your truck or whatever, so you can lower your boat into the water.
Yeah.
And she's gonna just look at Google Maps too and like cross-reference what is around, what hasn't been used, what is in service still, what looks like it hasn't been touched in years. Because basically, a smart vampire will probably park whatever vehicle not in a spot that makes you have a sticker in your and has local security come and check that.
Yeah.
They'd be using one where it looked like someone's getting high in there, a homeless man would camp there, or teenagers would go there to bone in the back of the car.
Alrighty, so using those particular set of parameters, you find that most of the city docks are mostly industrialized at this point and are under particular company jurisdiction. Meanwhile, going a bit farther on the river, you do find one particular place, one that used to be a popular fishing establishment for the locals, until, well, industry made it so that there weren't many fish left in the river.
Tired of putting chemical in water. Burn the freaking rod. Turn the fish gay in this case.
Yeah, it's a little bit outside of town, but north of Independence, at the far bend.
Right here, or
Like here-ish?
That would be correct.
perfect. All right. Does this sound agreeable to everybody?
Ain't got by nothing. Anything better to do.
Yeah, well, there we go. Now, the more I think about it, the more I should teach you all to use obfuscate. But that's a different story.
What?
My ability that turns me invisible. And don't you know, child, you can learn anything so long as somebody teaches you. Obfuscate. It's a hard word to say with my accent.
Harvey's going to dress in casual clothes for this.
It would be
That's
best if we.
only a two-piece.
Not even the suit. It's just like his just jeans and like a t-shirt.
I'm surprised you own any.
For some reason, I imagine Harvey having a Adidas tracksuit. I don't know why.
He does in New York. He can actually find like suits anywhere in New York. They're literally like stashed away like they're Batman caves. The problem is he's not in New York.
You said tracksuit, and the first thing that came to my mind is Harvey just Slav squatting in the corner.
Well, yeah, that's what it's for.
Ironically, I wasn't thinking of like the Russian black Adidas tracksuits. I was thinking of like the modern day ones that they have that are actually for the Olympics.
Everybody dressing casually except for Elijah.
Well, Elijah's Elijah.
Elijah, dress casually. What do you mean? I am casual right now.
Also, Harvey's gone through like 2 suits already, and he only has like 5, so... And no idea when he's going back.
Just Elijah suits everybody up in circus wear. All right, let's go.
Where the insane clown posse...
It's like a fucking clown fucking rolls up. Everybody comes out.
Oh, yuck, yuck, yuck! Who made a mistake in attacking the prince?
A lawyer-themed clown.
Here's your deposition. Opens the briefcase and it's just a shotgun, like one of those like pull tab shotguns.
Opens the briefcase, the shotgun pops out, fires, and you close it again as it just retracts.
Yuck! Here's your papers. You've been served. You're not having custody anymore.
That would like when the circus wants to send a message, they send the clowns.
Raise the honk, mother.
Yes, this is true.
I kind of try to do voice because I know this stuff gets blood, but I didn't want to just straight up do the Chuckles clown voice from Legends of Adventurous. It's too easy.
It's generic clown voice.
All right.
Like, no one can blame you for doing generic clown.
Well, I'm driving. Is there any other preparations anyone wants to do before we go?
Not that I can think of
I
now.
believe everything's in order.
All right, I'm going
Unless
to.
everybody wishes for me to carry their shotguns until in such time in which you need to use them.
Yes, please. Hands you the shotgun.
Sure.
For fuck's sake, okay.
You offered.
I already know it's going to happen.
Harvey.
Elijah's now carrying, what, 3 shotguns?
Harvey also takes the 6-pack of beer out for the fridge.
Where the fuck? Whatever.
Look, I gotta sell the part that I'm just a drunk fucking redneck.
One
I
question.
believe we gave you a shotgun van. We intended to give you an SMG later on once the guns are made.
Yeah.
But for now, I think we just handed you a shotgun, yeah. For concealment purposes, would you like to hand your shotgun to Elijah? With his strength and whatnot, he can carry a lot, and his trench coat also is made for holding multiple weapons. However, at this point, he's probably going to have to carry one.
I believe we gave Vanessa the baseball bat because Vanessa wasn't trained any like weapons besides like strength. But now that we
Oh, is
have
that true?
guns, yeah. But now that we have guns, we wouldn't give it the SMG to start with because it would make sense for a small frame.
Yeah, that's right. We did give Vanessa the baseball bat, which is just a club.
But Harvey has the
Yeah, and no one's gonna bat an eye at a fucking baseball bat.
yeah. Same reason why no one's going to bat an eye that I have like a Colt 45 on me.
I mean, yeah, so long as you have it stowed. People might go, huh, why are you holding that out?
Look, sometimes I have to scratch someplace that's very hard to reach.
The Colt.
Alright, is that everything?
I believe so.
Alright, let's go. Harvey will drive. Harvey Ross, taxi service.
Alrighty. Let's each. Oh, okay. I guess we're. Oh, yep, there is. So, Harvey, would you mind doing something for me?
Sure, Necro.
Would you mind using your dexterity and your drive?
Oh boy, my first driving test of the game.
Don't forget, we gotta put the children in the car seats. Click, click.
That's one success.
Alrighty. So the drive starts out well, but eventually you do need to go off the more refined paved roads. And it's a bit slow going, and on at least one occasion, you have a bit of a scare that your vehicle's gonna get stuck. But you manage to push it through until eventually you manage to make your way down winding back roads and into what you can see to be what was once a small pier, though has since been rotted away with disuse.
Cool. Harvey opens up the 4th can of beer.
You drink too much.
No, Harvey, maybe I should drive next time.
But how is he
I
drinking?
forgot how ass you are at most things that don't involve talking to people.
Yeah, that's fair.
I still wonder how you even survived in the war, but that's something else entirely.
Was he already dead when he joined the war, or was that before that?
No, that was after. That was after Korea.
I'm now very confused.
I fought in World War II and Korea.
Yeah, when did you become, vampire?
1969?
Okay, so we can't blame his vampirism for why he's alive.
No, I blame it on dumb luck.
I mean, I was in two wars. At that point, it is dumb luck that you survived.
Oh no, there is that one man that I heard about when I was wandering around. Man just went to war after war. Just would not fucking die.
Oh, he's
Was
really.
it a Canadian?
No, I think
They
it was a
called him
Finn.
indestructible.
I think it was a Finn.
I'm not good with the names over there. I only heard about him during the brief stint when the circus went overseas. However, you know, the Masquerade is much tighter over there, so they very swiftly tried to kill my kind.
Shift you out on the first boat out, I imagine.
Oh no, they chased us on the first boat out, and they tried to sink it. It's funny, because, you know, we might look like rotted zombies, but Elijah lifts his mask, and you see he starts grabbing and pulling at his face. And so lets it snap back, and then he looks relatively normal. Just really gaunt eyes. The loose skin made him like lips, like, let me try to find it.
Concerned.
Yeah. Something more like that as opposed to the blatant zombie. Surprise. It's harder to explain, but puts the mask back on. At least it looks relatively normal.
Well, Vanessa, you see anything? Sense anything? Smell anything?
Yeah, sniff something out. What you hear with your cat ears.
I don't want to be the racist and just think that Gangrel just like is naturally good at smelling stuff, but you're naturally good at
You're from
smelling
the
stuff.
50s. You're totally the racist.
It helps if we get the fuck out of the car first.
Harvey's already out of the car.
Elijah gets out of the car, helps everybody, helps the children get out of the children's seats.
Alrighty. If Vanessa wishes to do so, that would likely be perception and alertness. Not bad. Not bad. So you You search around a little bit, and you pick up the faint smell of gas coming from the river.
What you smell, girl? Gas? What kind of gas? Petroleum gas? Swamp gas? Corpse
Seem
gas?
given the region gasoline.
If you wish to get more particular about it, there are a few options you have. You could try to use your intelligence and mix that up with either streetwise or science. That is a fair thing that you are allowed to do.
Alright, well, Harvey follows after Vanessa.
Okay, well, Vanessa, assuming she follows the scent, is gonna take you to the river edge. Where apparently the scent is likely coming from the river.
How filthy is river water?
Elijah's gonna look around to see if he can't spot anything of note nearby. Assume that's like perception and what, awareness, alertness.
Depends on what exactly you're looking for.
I'll say like maybe signs of recent activity. Maybe like tracks to use to pull a boat out of the water or something like that, or maybe someone was in a boathouse or something like that.
Alertness would be a good one.
Okay. I believe that's 3 successes. Maybe.
Yep. Yep. You look across the river with the others, and you notice that there was a small protrusion in the water. What most people had likely either not noticed or discarded as a tree, and on closer inspection, appears to be some sort of hunk of plastic floating along with a camouflage tarp over it.
Is this about? Is it staying in place or is it moving along the river?
It's staying in place.
Okay. How far away is it, or?
From where you're currently standing, it's about roughly 10 feet away.
Okay. Elijah will hand out the shotguns he was carrying to their respective owners, and then he will attempt to jump onto the object.
All right. Harvey takes a shotgun.
Alrighty, now that's quite the feat you're trying to perform.
It is 10 feet. He will try to get a running jump if he can. Is it
Alright.
dexterity and athletics?
That would likely be your best option.
Okay. Just smacks his chin off it, fucking splashes into the river.
Yeah, so you do manage to cross a fair distance. You don't quite reach what you were aiming at, and you do hit the water.
Can I
But,
swim the rest of the way, or is the current a little strong for that?
That will be a different test.
Yeah.
That would be athletics combined with stamina.
Okay.
Alrighty, well, despite your non-buoyant nature and the hefty pull of the river, you do manage to pull yourself along until eventually you make your way to your target and grasp on to its rather durable side.
I guess Elijah will attempt to gain access to this object, or climb inside, hop on top.
Thankfully, a little time consuming. It's not particularly difficult. And upon getting on top, you see that your closer inspection realized that this thing floats very well, almost as if it was designed for it. And you see that the tarp has been securely attached to the sides, as if trying to make sure no amount of light or water were to reach whatever's underneath.
Makes sense. Huh? Is there a place where Elijah can find a way to slip in, or is he going to have to climb on top and just cut his way through?
Let's check. Do perception and subterfuge.
Perception and subterfuge. Got it.
All right. Now that you're actually in the boat, you can see where it's been clamped down, and it wouldn't. It would might take a little bit of time, but you could easily undo the bindings.
Elijah will start doing so.
Yeah. While Elijah's doing that, is there anything the rest of the party wishes to do in the meantime, or are you just gonna wait for Elijah to do everything?
I wish to keep watch. That's a perception and awareness test?
Depends on what you're trying to look out for.
Anyone looking to investigate the splashing sounds of Elijah fiddling?
That'd be alertness.
Nope, I failed.
No, you do hear something. There does appear to be a bit of rustling in the nearby bushes.
Is it Vanessa?
No, she's currently sitting next to you.
Nope, they can wrestle in the bushes for as long as they like.
Correct. Alright, Vanessa, you don't notice anything untoward. The only thing of concern is the splashing and the shuffling from the boat. That's just what you've come to expect from your comrades. An interesting question. Does Harvey have anything to reply to that?
What are you talking about? Vampires can cross running water. Like, some vampires can't cross running water, but almost all can. You're thinking about, like, traditional vampires in, like, ethnic states. Similar thing for garlic. I think there's only, like, some types who don't like garlic, and they're rare. I mean, there's this one vampire clan. I believe they have to drink from the foot of their victims. Like, very specifically, they cannot drink from anywhere else but the foot of their victims. As in the soles of their feet. I mean, it's a big wide world out there. You'll meet plenty of crazy people.
What if they're just degenerates? It's just their thing.
You know what? That actually would explain a lot.
You know, being told, being, brought up by a vampire of the same clan, it just gets passed down as tradition, then just becomes ingrained as a thing that it's like, no, you have to do this. Meanwhile, there's just one guy thousands of years ago and feet.
To be fair, I also can't drink any blood except, like, cancer blood. So, it could be mystical voodoo bullshit. Like, as long as it's not openly breaking, like, the Masquerade, no one cares. If it's slightly breaking the Masquerade, then people care. But they probably won't do anything if you, clean up after yourself. Well, I just, like, going into the pantry in that place and just ransacking it.
Alrighty. So now we move up back to Elijah. After you've
Wait, he's
thoroughly
not back yet.
Oh no, is he not back?
No, I was joking. He's raiding the pantry on the boat. So Vanessa, do you feel more in touch with your spirit being out here in the wild? good. What about you, Millarc? You feeling the creative juice flowing? What about all the frogs? And crickets? Give me the dirty look all you want. I'm still right. What about you, Elizabeth? Feeling back at home in New England?
Holden. Nobody remake burn her burners. My general. No.
Can Elizabeth? Can one of Elizabeth's flaws be like has actual bad internet? I didn't get any of that.
Like probably because my gain was down far. My bad. No, basically she just goes, no, the weather isn't shit enough, and I don't have people in Puritan outfits screaming, burn them, they're a witch in anywhere in my general vicinity. So no, I don't feel like I'm bagging them, which is a good thing.
They still do that in New England? Damn.
I don't know, I haven't been back there in 200-something years.
Wow, you went way south.
Basically, my like outside lore, the thing is that I assume Elizabeth walked from like Massachusetts all the way to California and kind of is on a trip back, but she took forever to do it, so she went through most historical events somewhere along the road.
It's just like, what happened? Wow, were you there in World War II? It's like, no, I was in America, in a cave, in torpor.
Yeah, the only war she participated in was the War for Independence, Civil War. She killed redcoats and graycoats.
I love that trope from like, wow, you're from like historical time? What was it like? I don't know. I wasn't there.
It's a mix of that and, oh, for the parts you were there, what was it like? Sucked.
There was
So electricity came about, most people just went to sleep at night. Surprisingly, you don't hear a lot of shit.
I went to go see Edison, his magic lab with his magic light bulb. He's an asshole.
Alrighty, welcome back.
He stole it from that one guy. Anyway, getting his way into the boat.
So now that you've opened up, you've undone the bindings very thoroughly. You find two things: a duffel bag and a sleeping bag.
Elijah will attempt to obfuscate himself. And will try to sneak his way over to the sleeping bag. And see if he can see anybody. Or at least, like, recent presence of somebody.
You look at it and you can see that there's something inside it, but that you don't see any movement.
Elijah will open up the sleeping bag.
You open up and you see, and you find an individual inside. Deathly pale, skin tight, with pale red hair dancing around. They do not react to any of your efforts, and their body is very taut and dry on your inspection.
Pale, dry skin, dancing red, pale hair. We're in a swampy river. Did you open up the sleeping bag and there's just Pennywise the clown in there?
Pennywise the clown. What's in the duffel bag?
You open up and you find a few handguns, a couple of disassembled rifles, and a few packets of ammo for said weapons.
Okay. Elijah will grab the individual by the throat and attempt to hoist him up so the others could see.
Alrighty, thankfully they seem to put up no resistance in the slightest.
Exactly what I thought. Look what I found.
Harvey squints and then pulls out his glasses.
It's only 10 feet away, you stupid fuck.
It's also dark.
You can see in the dark.
Necro.
Dumbass.
Necro, is this the guy that was the original, like, exposed to, like, the guy that went missing when he didn't make his trip?
You have eidetic memory, correct?
Yes.
This matches the description.
Well, that's the ghoul. He dead?
Yep, drops it. No, he dead as fuck.
All right, let's get the boat. Let's get the fuck out of here. Let's go back to the
All right.
Fusilier.
Elijah will undo the binding on the tarp the rest of the way and attempt to get closer to the dock so everyone else can hop on. Now, once we do this, attempt to look around, because I doubt these supplies are only one duffel bag.
It was like 3 crates and 2 duffel bags, right, Necro? Or was it just 2 duffel bags?
It was 2.
It was 2 duffel bags.
We only got one.
Ah.
And judged by how this man died, I assume that someone else got to him and took one for themselves.
On the bright side, we have the boat and the body in half the shipment. Oh, everyone, who wants to go walking around in knee-deep muck?
Knee. It's not gonna. Knee deep is neck. So no, I'm not doing that.
No, it's fine. We can make some stilts.
Necro, can I make a perception test?
You may certainly attempt so if you wish to search your environment.
Harvey searches around with a flashlight.
Alrighty, you look around and you see and you do see a few footprints in the mud and whatnot. And as well as a few marks of what seems to be a rut, likely from the boat as it was pulled in. Seems to be fairly fresh, though how fresh is something you're not entirely familiar with.
Well, I got some tracks, probably from a car and the boat being beached. Does the boat have any gas?
How much fuel does it have?
You look over at it, and assuming the gauge is functional, It appears to contain about a quarter of a tank.
It's on a quarter.
You know how to drive those, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Cool. I need to drive the car back. Who do you want to go with you?
Well, I suppose who wants to join?
Okay, I'll join. I got no place better to be.
You got the trunk.
Yeah, but the trunk is starting to get boring.
All right, Elijah, you do know how to get to the Fusilier, right?
Yes, I remember.
Cool.
At least the general area. We never actually took the waterways to get there.
Yeah, that's true. Vanessa, you should go with him.
Yes, come on.
You want me to toss you like a dwarf?
They are dwarves.
Sent that greatly.
Well, I mean, I'm going to put the two kids up on the boat, so get on my shoulders, girls.
You realize, just gonna.
You know I can move the fucking boat.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Now, Harvey, I believe, Necro, do you think I have enough gas to actually get there?
Because aren't you going upriver? Yeah, you're going upriver, too.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Alrighty, we're just having to squeeze in around the around the corpse. As well as the sleeping bag.
With the other various things.
Yeah, we should do something about that. Burn it. I don't know.
What,
It's
the
procedure when
corpse?
it comes to.
We gotta turn it in.
Yeah, we gotta turn in the corpse. He
He
wanted the
wanted
body.
to go. Yeah, exactly.
He
Oh.
didn't specify alive or dead.
Well, there's only so much we can do when he's dead as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we basically have everything except half the shipment. I call that a
I mean,
win.
I'm just gonna say now, this looks like something that I could do.
What, that you would do, or that you can get it back?
No, that I could do with my specific abilities.
Oh, that's right.
Shrivel up and dry them out. I don't know if there's other such abilities, however.
Necro, may Harvey make an intelligence occult test for vampire lore?
You may.
Alright, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And if my eidetic memory will kick in, then that's possibly 3 more successes with -1.
Alrighty, so you were going in your vampire lore, and there was a few things you remember, thanks to your eidetic memory. That one, this is a. They mentioned this was a caitiff, which is a type of vampire. And that you do know that it is a particular condition when a vampire becomes dry and desiccated, especially when they appear to be in their sleeping arrangement.
Is he in torpor?
An excellent question.
Elijah, I think he's in torpor. Did you double check on that?
Elijah will give him a more thorough look.
He probably needs blood, and we should not touch him that much until we get back to the Fusilier.
No, it's easy. If this is a vampire, he pulls out his stake and rams it through his heart. Hey, he ain't doing shit.
Yeah, you know what? That's actually a good point. I guess that gas station shank came in handy, huh?
Fucking shriveled Voldemort in a sleeping bag.
Well, I guess he's
Oh,
lucky.
he's just sleeping.
I guess he's lucky we found him, not his boss.
It does appear that he's been here a while.
All right. I'll meet you at the Fusilier.
Very well. And with our new staked hostage, probably wrap him up in the sleeping bag and drag him to a part of the boat where he'd be less seen, and attempt to make our way back. Oh, I do have an idea. As Elijah is going back to he will call up Harvey. And request that Harvey attempts to contact somebody that will know the way for him to fucking get there.
Yeah. Does Harvey have the number for the sheriff?
You do.
I call him up immediately.
Alrighty, you call up Pendergast, and after a few moments, you eventually hear the phone click. Pendergast Estate, how may we help you?
Let Pendergast know that we have good news for him. We have the boat, we have the guy, and we have half the shipment. We just need to know how to get back to the Fusilier.
Understood. And your current location?
Along the river.
That
Downriver.
North of Independence. For
North of
fuck's sake.
Independence.
Okay, let's see. Alrighty, so you're going to need to go westward. And then when you eventually reach the city limits, you're going to need to go right before the bridge. And you'll have to find a bit of scaffolding. It'll look like stairs that don't go anywhere.
Excellent, thank you. And then Harvey makes pleasantries before saying goodbye and then calling up Elijah, and with his eidetic memory, repeating it verbatim.
So I'm making my way to the bridge just before the city limits. There should be some scaffolding that looks like stairs that don't go nowhere.
Yeah, I think the stairs that don't go nowhere are to the cistern or whatever.
It makes sense.
Now, unfortunately, Millarc's not there with you, so I can't tell her, and she can use her eidetic memory, but you got it.
I mean, God, I ain't that stupid, Harvey.
No, but, I mean, anything can happen. Right.
Elijah's like pantomiming the yapping and making fun of Harvey as he's talking.
Anyways, I'll meet you there.
Meet you there, Harvey.
Okay, Harvey's going to drive his way back to the house, and then go into the sewers again.
And armed with this information, Elijah will attempt to find these stairs that lead to nowhere below the bridge.
Alrighty. So if you could make me a perception and alertness.
Keep your eyes out, girls. Who knows where the fuck this thing is?
Well, under a bridge.
Well, yeah, no shit. I mean, actually look for it, goddammit.
Alright. So you take the left side, I'll take the right side.
Alrighty, so yep, based on your particular results, you do manage to make your way there. It's a little cumbersome, and you do miss the first pass, but you manage to make your way over and hitch up the boat onto the unassuming dock.
All right. Elijah will grab the staked person and the duffel bag. Anybody want to carry the supplies? All right, there you go, Vanessa.
It's a bit bulky, and if you were still alive, it might be a bit painful for you, but with your unnatural vitality, you're able to heft it with relative ease up the stairs.
Hello, hello, my friend. Come on in, ladies. Elijah will open the door for them.
Ah, so you finally gotten back here. I'm assuming you found some means of getting in it.
Yes, indeed. We found the boat that done went missing, and as well as some of your supplies. Vanessa? Only half of them, mind you. We still have to look for the rest.
Fair enough. I'm sure Pender will be glad to have something, if not nothing.
Indeed, Elijah pats the sleeping bag on his shoulder. And also got the one that done did ran with it.
Ah, figured he put up more of a fight.
Oh, we found him. It appeared that he forgot to bring some blood to drink.
Ah,
Done did shriveled up like a prune.
I guess it is a problem when you ain't got someone to feed you.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, I'm assuming you're taking them back to Pender, or are you gonna do something else with them?
Well, we ain't got much means to do with it what now, so we should be taking it back to Pendergast. And I know Harvey's gonna ask, so how the gun's going?
We're making progress. The shipment should be ready in a little bit, assuming the good sheriff doesn't order replacements.
Yeah, I assume he will. I assume there's no cell phone service.
No, you can certainly try.
Elijah does a quick check to see if there's any.
You have absolutely no connections down here.
Makes sense. Well then, girls, you have anything to do with the nice lady before we make our way topside?
I present the 38 revolver that I was given. Is there any way to attach a laser to this thing? My aim ain't so good.
It wouldn't be that difficult. Though you'd need some batteries for it.
I mean, yeah, she's probably just gonna like duct tape a laser pointer like pen to the fucking barrel.
Let's see what we got. They step back a little bit, start rooting around in one of their cabinets. Yeah, this. Yeah, we can make do with this. Then they head over to a different box, and after a bit of rifling, you can hear some power tools. And after a few minutes of that, eventually returns, and places your pistol back on the table with a laser sight that has been bolted onto the frame.
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming I'll just put it on the Blue Bloods tab.
Get a 10? Like, totally don't know about this entire deal we made. I'm not saying that in character, by the way. I'm just like, that's what she's thinking right now.
All right, happy with your purchase there, Elizabeth?
Yeah, because now I can actually kind of hip fire with the thing, because, you know, not really good with things.
No, that is fair. Now, I do believe our business is concluded here for the time being. Hopefully, we can get the rest of your supplies to you as soon as possible.
Well, it's mostly up to Pendergast.
Yes, indeed.
They're supposed to head out anyway. And it's his man that done lost it.
Yes, indeed. Anything you would like, Vanessa, or no? Elizabeth here got an attachment for her gun. Mayhaps something of your possession you may wish to upgrade in some way. I mean, it is a single shot shotgun, so not much you could do. Unless, of course, you want to start adding razor blades to your bat. Well, that's something we could do at home. Oh yeah, we just buy the razor blades and then stick them into the bag. It's not particularly difficult. I knew you were a vicious little murderer. You jumped right on that razor blades. Make a good carny out of you yet. Well then, madam, it was a pleasure to talk to you once again. We shall be making our leave.
Alrighty.
Come now, ladies.
Let your blue blood know about the 10 blood increase.
10 blood increase, you got it.
Harvey's not paying that, by the way.
And that's the thing, Elijah ain't paying it. It's on you. So, you know, who fucking cares for Elijah?
Alrighty. Now, where are you all going to meet?
Elijah will attempt to make his way in the general sewer area where we usually come down in.
Fair enough.
Because, you know, carrying a dead body through the city is a little much for his obfuscate.
Main screen. Grab party. And you all there. There we go.
Elijah casually whistling as he's clicking along with his cane. As he's going along, you're known for a Festerman shithole. They actually do have it pretty clean.
Yeah.
Probably one
I
of the
assume
nicest
is-
sewers I've been in.
Well, I assume that it means that there's more Nosferatu down here than normal.
That's also true. There's some active maintainers. Then again, more modern infrastructure has done wonders in the overall hygiene going on.
No more chambered pots, thank God.
Yeah, the shit in the streets got old real fast.
I hear they still do that in some places. Not here though, in other countries.
Oh yeah, no, in the you know, that's why I don't like it over there. They can chase me off all they want. They're the ones that are living in shit. He just laughs as he continues on. Oh, look at that, Harvey. Why are you just standing in the entrance like a stupid fuck? Where's the car?
Upstairs? We just got in. You took the direct route, remember?
Anyway, fucking throws the body on the ground. Now it's a closer look. You can check him out.
Alright. Actually, yeah, I guess we can't look at him now. Harvey's going to make a medicine test.
I was just about to do the same.
Fair enough.
Would that be intelligence medicine?
Typically.
It's a medicine off. Who's the better doctor?
You are, apparently. That's one success for me. And I
She needs
have...
4.
And I have a speciality in this, too. So, that sucked.
I don't have
Alright.
speciality and shit.
Alrighty, so yeah, so you're looking around, and you can't help but notice that there is no sign of any sort of damage of any type on the body. Just just signs of dehydration, which under normal circumstances would likely kill a mortal. But with your own particular knowledge, you can likely suspect this person, well, would not have otherwise died.
So, he's in torpor. That means he just needs blood. We should probably take him to Dr. Patricia for questioning.
This is an actual vampire.
He was a Caitiff. If he's not been turned to ash, then I'm going to assume he's still alive and kicking. Just, asleep.
I was more referring to God when I threw that comment out there.
Yep.
Is it indeed
During your examinations, you did find the fangs.
Okay. I wanted to double check and make sure, like, it wasn't an abandoned ghoul and blood misremembered, and you just let him roll with it.
Does that sound like something I would do?
That's why I wanted to verify. So yeah, yep, he's kind of in torpor like you said. And I did stake him already. So, just in case anyone did give him blood, he ain't fucking doing shit. Like Elijah looks towards the less informed. Oh, by the way, don't get staked in the heart. It doesn't kill you. It just means you can't move. Closest things the vampires had to handcuffs.
So would you, Necro, would you say the cover tarp? Was it like thick tarp, or was it just like a shitty canvas tarp?
It was a fairly thick one.
Okay, so knowing that it's a thick one, I'm just gonna turn back the group and Elizabeth's gonna go. So, what if he just forgot to bring blood because he doesn't get his own source of blood? And
that's probably what
he
happened.
went out on the boat, went into slight amount of torpor, covered himself with a tarp to make sure he was fine, put himself in the sleeping bag to make sure that he was also fine, and literally just cooked in the sun, or cooked from the heat of the sun, basically microwaved himself inside the tarp-covered boat.
Well,
Anything's possible.
Yeah, anything's possible. He's still in torpor, though. He's not dead.
Yeah.
Hey, why don't we just give him some blood and we just ask him?
Well,
That's
no.
Do
We
not do
gotta
that.
get him to a proper interrogation room
Yeah.
where we can strap him down so he can't run away.
And also,
And then,
have you ever woken up from torpor when you've not had enough blood? You're cranky.
Yeah.
You'll kill the first thing in front of you to get blood.
cranky's an understatement.
Yeah. I heard of a story of this guy in, like, Seattle. Like, he was a hound, got completely fucking killed by, like, just a random vampire that he found in torpor.
That's why shovelheads are so dangerous.
Yeah.
Just as ferocious when you first wake up as when you wake up from torpor like this.
The beast is fully in control. We're gonna have to take him to Dr. Patricia anyways. Show out the facility to strap him down and to give him blood.
Is that where old Penda told us to take it?
He didn't tell us anywhere to take him. He thought he was dead.
You know what? Good point. We gotta figure out where the rest of the supplies are.
Exactly. If for this guy's sake, then no one else's.
Yeah.
Interrogate. Big Lebowski.
Oh,
Where's the money,
Harvey, you also
shithead?
owe 10 more blood bags to the good lady.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. You
No, I
pat
don't.
you on the chest. You're the one that made the deal. You're the one that has to make sure the blood gets there. It doesn't matter who gets it. You still have to facilitate.
Alright, he takes out. Don't make deals with my money when I'm not there, okay?
Harvey shrugs. We already raising up a tab.
Well, it's just
my
10 blood
defense, I did.
bags.
In my defense, I thought this was gonna be. I thought that was part of the reward. So, sorry.
Well,
I knew full well what was going on.
well, I'm going to rescind my head pats I was going to give you for finding the boat.
No, it's fine. Elijah gives them both head pats. Y'all did great.
Alright, the car's up front. We should be able to just take him and drive across town. If the police stop us, then we just tell them what we found. We found a guy
No, yeah.
dead with a stake through his heart in a boat, and we're taking him to the hospital.
No, it's fine. We're just gonna throw him in the trunk. Just keep an eye out so we know the coast is clear before we throw him in said trunk.
Alright, let's go. No, we're wasting not moonlight.
Yep, let's go. Let me know when the coast is clear.
All the way to Jefferson Hospital.
Alrighty. And then switch to boop. Boop. And
For this guy's sake, he better hope he has information, because oh boy, he's in a shitload of trouble.
I mean, we'll just kill him then.
No, we can't kill him. Only the prince can give that order. The sheriff, on the other hand, he can kill him.
Elijah puts his hand to his chest, claps you on the shoulder, and goes, "These motherfuckers don't own me. I do what I fucking please.
Well, you
Now
are
let's go."
You are part of the carnival.
Elijah will
Oh,
hold the
no.
door open for the rest of the party.
Oh no, we were moving him to make sure we could get him into a proper place where he could receive medical care. And I accidentally dropped a bottle of fluoroantimonic acid right on his head. Oh no,
shit.
who could have seen this coming?
I wanted to demonstrate my abilities to wither people's heads away, and I just so happened to touch him by accident, and he fucking died. What a tragedy.
Right, we're going to need one gurney and Dr. Patricia, please. We gotta someone who's in a coma.
I just, like, my head cannon.
Harvey, I don't know what you're talking about. We just have this fancy little bag here. Just need to talk to the doctor.
Yeah, we just need to talk to the doctor.
I'm just thinking of it, so it's
need
like,
any help with that?
Do you need help, Elijah?
No, I just need everyone to go through the fucking door.
Sweet.
right, I'm down. My bad.
Move, children, come on.
You know,
Specifically you.
Millarc just standing there, entranced by the moonlight. Her Toreador has activated.
Potentially, yes.
Once Vanessa goes through the door, Elijah will force Millarc in and then follow after.
This was a surprisingly productive evening.
Well, it is if you fucking try. Go
Doc?
on then, knock on the door.
Doctor, you there?
You hear a bit of shuffling before the door opens up. Yes, what can? Oh, what is that?
It's a sleeping bag. Pats it.
He's the child who's in torpor.
Just go, but just put him on one of the beds.
That's what I thought. You got any straps?
Yeah, hold on, let me check.
Elijah will pull the curtains so to make it less seen, and he'll open up the bag, throw them on.
Yeah, Harvey helps with the curtains. He's gonna also make sure that like no one's here to like witness this.
I assume the other patient in this room was the one that was in a coma.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think we're okay for the moment.
Alrighty, and so you, old man, lay them on the bed. Alright, and then, shortly afterwards, the good
This dude-
doctor comes back.
For sure knows where to get the best weed.
Alrighty, so...
1 second. Vanessa, can you come over here, please? You gotta see this.
Oh yeah, now it's becoming a lecture. Come on,
Yep.
on, gather around, children.
Yeah, come into the... thank you, Dr. Patricia. We just need to introduce the child to what happens when you go without blood.
Is that what happened?
I think so.
Yes.
I thought it had something to do with the massive penetration.
Oh, no, we did that.
Oh no, that was to make sure he didn't wake up in case any blood was introduced by accident.
I guess that works. Hold on, let me...
Yes, Vanessa, if you don't drink blood, you enter torpor. Until blood is introduced to you, or you are killed permanently through sunlight. Or grievous harm.
Well, technically we enter torpor every night. However, you go into a extended torpor, where you don't wake up unless, like Harvey said, blood is introduced.
I'm just thinking now that maybe staking him to make sure we didn't introduce blood into him indirectly might have been a bit overkill. I mean,
It is.
I mean, how in what scenario of moving him from the Fusilier's bunker through the sewer and then into the trunk of the car would we accidentally introduce blood into him?
Okay, not Elizabeth.
Oh no, I slipped
like,
and
oh,
fell. My blood
Elijah's
went right in his mouth.
clicks down his cane. You never know what could happen.
We don't get to live
I've
long.
been murdering people for a long time.
We don't get to live long if we don't do everything by procedure.
It's not what it looks like. I slipped and fell, and my blood landed right in his mouth.
No, just he's
No,
lying on
you
the body.
see, okay. Now, Elizabeth, what happened here is before we encountered an individual we were supposed to capture who was under torpor. Now, one of the individuals that I was hunting with, one of my carnival associates at the time before this incident happened, they decided that they needed a drink. Pulled out a blood bag, and they unfortunately are a very, very messy eater. And they tore the blood bag, and then some was introduced to the individual from which we were trying to transport. This individual then went into a rage and attempted to drink upon my partner. Diablerize, if you will. And he succeeded. However, given the nature of all that, he failed to incorporate the blood into his body, and they both fucking died. It was entertaining to see.
Thank you for your patience, Dr. Patricia.
Of course, of course. So, let's see. For any of you going to donate?
No. Put this on the
Elijah
princess
will
tab.
check his chest sack to see if he has any spare blood.
Put this on the princess tab. It's the prince's boy.
Now, Harvey, quit being so difficult.
Well, anyways, Harvey's like strapping him down like very thoroughly.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I guess we can do that. All right. First, we're gonna need to get this out, and then she starts tugging at the stake.
All right, Harvey's
Elijah will
take a half
yank
step
the
back.
steak out and put it back in his coat.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Those always get wedged in deep.
Yeah, you have to. Don't need him coming loose now.
Can't
Yeah,
miss.
that's true.
Can't miss the heart.
All right,
Yes,
now let's see here.
as long as they're not Ravnos.
Elijah will pull out what I believe to be his last blood bag in his fucking chest hole.
Oh, good. That'll make things a lot easier. Alrighty, just yeah, I mean, it should be pretty simple. Just carefully pour it down the mouth.
Yes, indeed. Elijah will do so.
Alrighty, the blood drips out from the bag, splashing onto their mouth, staining their lips and their fangs. And slowly, color starts to return to the desiccated husk. And their eyes shoot open, and for a brief moment they struggle against their bindings before steadily calming down. Where am I?
You done fucked up.
What? But we were doing good.
Uh,
Managed to even get a few.
Get a few what?
Few of the
Elijah says, like, withdrawing what blood remains.
managed to get some from friends, allies. Managed to talk them over.
And as you say,
let's start from the top.
Yeah, we're this this feels warm. Where am I?
In Jefferson Hospital.
No, that's back in the city.
Yes.
indeed.
Welcome.
Elijah removes the mask, smiling wide.
You were in torpor from lack of blood.
Indeed, we found you on a boat
I
with one bag missing.
well, yeah, I there wasn't much left of the other bag anyway.
You
What
showed
happened to
yourself.
the other bag? I apologize, Ben.
Yeah, I was basically gonna be like, you put yourself in a sleeping bag under a tarp and basically hotboxed yourself into being a raisin.
The other bag had most of the other bags have already been traded off.
To whom?
To the dancers, to the ones who see that which cannot be seen. You
The
know,
dancers.
Is that the original recipient for the bags?
that's who I traded them off to them and all their friends. They know that which wants to crumble the city, that which all the powers trying to hide. They're getting ready to fight it, and they need the equipment to fight it.
Okay. What do you last remember?
I trade off a few more of the some more of the supplies, a bit of ammo and shotguns to the last couple of Tories that decided to hop on. Then after they went with the dances, then I remember the sun was going to be coming up in a few hours, so I made sure to wrap myself up all nice and tight so I wouldn't burn.
Okay. Do you have any names? Locations?
I and you see him pause and think about it. It's like I feel like I have made a mistake.
Oh, don't worry,
Oh
my
no,
friend. You haven't made a mistake at all. And Harvey's going to use entrancement.
Alrighty, and how does entrancement work?
Uh, this power bends others' emotions, making them the vampire's ruling servant. Due to what the individual sees as true and enduring devotion, they heed the vampire's every desire. Since this is done willingly, instead of having their wills sapped, these servants retain their creativity and individuality. Uh,
Or
these obedient minions are more personable and spirited than the mind slaves created by Dominate. They're also somewhat unpredictable. Entrancement is a temporary duration. Dealing with a lapsed servant can be troublesome. I spend a blood point and roll an appearance plus empathy, difficulty equal to the target's current willpower points. The number of successes determines how long the subject is entranced, as per the chart below. Subjects can still spend willpower to temporarily resist, like any other presence power. The storyteller may wish to make the roll instead, since the character is never certain of the strength of her hold of the victim. The vampire may try to keep the subject under their thrall, but only may do so after the initial enchantment wears off. So that's 2 appearance and 2 empathy.
Elizabeth kind of just tugs a pant leg, goes or, and then just pulls out the flask and just there's not a lot, and it just kind of sloshes back and forth, just like dangles it in front of like towards Harvey to be like, it's an option too, you know. I'm willing to part with this, but you better fucking help me get some new stuff later.
I'm going to make that roll. Damn it. I hate that one system. That one system sucks so much. I also have entrancing voice, if that helps, which gives a +2 to my -2 to my difficulty.
Alrighty. So you send your power of persuasion outwards, and you send it to sink within this particular desiccated vampire.
Yes, Necro?
Your power, you have sent your power out, and I'm assuming you were gonna follow it up with questions and whatnot.
So, my friend, we are your only chance at survival in this situation. Do you have any names, places, faces?
Well, never actually been to those places. They weren't exactly at that kind of relationship. It was still a bit hands off. Though in time, I'm sure they would have introduced me to the proper contingent. But I guess that's not really important right now. Mostly because the spirit seers we're still preparing to deal with what's to come.
What is to come?
Simple. I admittedly I don't fully understand it, but apparently the gates are gonna open and oblivion will consume us all.
Do you mean Gehenna?
That's what I asked. Apparently it's something that'll affect all of us, not just us.
The world in general.
Was Father Eric involved in this?
Not don't think so. No, I don't think he. I doubt it. He's well, he's a bit of a bootlicker. among other things.
Everyone looks to Millarc.
Now, question: how might we be able to contact these dancers?
Yeah, you'd have to find them there. My contacts mostly stayed by the river. I'll have to travel up and down them, find their signal.
Their signal?
Yep.
So, my friend, you have been unconscious for 4 months. Well, sorry, not 4 months, a month.
That seems extreme.
Indeed. So, Henry, were you giving the shipment to the group that you were originally supposed to give it to, masking it as maintenance?
When the group talked to me, I waited for one of our bigger shipments so I could start handing it off to them. Yeah, they need it more than we do.
I see. And what is it they need it for? Is it to fight Kindred? Or is it to fight the prince?
From what they said, it was something unrelated to us, but something that will affect all of us. Again, they talked about oblivion and about how the gateway in these lands is unstable and will soon rip open, and will be flooded by that which cannot die.
Alright. Necro, that was my intelligence occult test. I don't want to use meta knowledge. So would that roll be sufficient?
Let me check.
And I do have speciality because I am a subject authority on stuff. On occult.
The gates are going to break open and we're going to be flooded by that which cannot die. Just Elizabeth under her breath. The Irish.
Worse! Ghost Irish!
Remember, she's fucking part of the Puritans. She would be racist towards the Irish.
Something tells me it has something to do with those damn cultists that done did and fled.
Alright, so
Because I heard Oblivion, Storm, Gate, and Flood.
yeah, so a lot of it sounds like nonsensical rambling at first. Sounds more poetic than anything, but when you stop and put some of them together and start focusing on some of the keywords, the ones that he repeated, it sounds vaguely familiar to something you encounter during some of your occult studies. You're not exactly sure, but you feel that it might be in relationship to another, well, for lack of a more academic term, another slice of reality. Something that coexists in parallel to the world in which everyone else lives on. Something that
Go on.
holds a different type of existence.
Elijah,
Something that which isn't what exists anywhere on this realm. Though what exactly you were never able to get a definitive answer.
Elijah, this sounds eerily familiar. Did that ghost have anything that talked about this? I know we've seen a couple ghosts over
Ghost?
time. Yeah, ghosts.
No, the ghost said nothing about this. The closest thing I know to a fucking undescript, unkillable force was the individual that the cultists were attempting to rip open reality to summon earlier.
Because I'm just stuck by a lot of the words he's using. They're familiar, but I just cannot put my finger on them.
And if you're talking about speaking to the individuals of the ethereal plane, who fucking knows?
Hmm.
And if it's just a bunch of ghosts coming in, I doubt they'll do anything real of any real fucking import.
Mm, can I make a history check on that, Necro?
What history are you trying to check?
History of ghosts coming in and fucking everything up.
You know, you are welcome to try so.
Would that be another occult intelligence test?
No, either that or history.
There is no history.
Oh,
Is it
that's not.
academics?
Yeah, I guess a cult will do just fine.
Well, there have been cases, as Necro now explained.
You're trying to look through your memory, and there have been a few cases when ghosts have been able to materialize in the world. Though most of your experience usually comes in the form of poltergeists that either manipulate the world around them or in the form of specters, which focus on causing frights and curses that slowly wear down the living.
Wait a minute. Wasn't that their one case in the Midwest? An entire town basically went insane? I don't remember I don't remember there being any follow-up on our side of the matter.
Alvin, I believe that you need to focus less on the spirits of the dead and maybe entities of something else.
Alright then.
Because, I mean, what he describes sounds far more immediate than a bunch of ghosts coming in and scaring the shit out of people.
Mm.
If
Anyway,
it really is a bunch of ghosts that come in and just scare the shit out of people, I'd be most displeased. It's gonna get loud as fuck.
alright, what was the name of that cult? I have like a shitload of notes.
Heaven's
I
Gate.
believe they're attempting to summon sect, if I remember correctly.
Uh, were these people known as the Bringers of the End?
They have Kool-Aid. Did they have
No.
weird sneakers? They worship Xenu. Which one was it?
I. No. No? I don't think so. No, they were specifically trying to fight the end.
Did they have deer masks?
No, they wore masks, yes, but they were they weren't particularly fancy masks.
You mentioned earlier. You mentioned that the dancers had a signal that we had to look for if we were to walk along the river.
Yes, they do have a signal for when to contact other people in the know.
And what is this signal?
That depends if you are on which side you're on.
Our side.
Now, Frank, Elijah will take off his hat. My name is Elijah. I roll with the Midnight Carnival. My side is my own, and I do enjoy doing business. Now, if you say this threat is truly as terrifying as it is, it's going to be quite hard to do business now, will it? I would like to know as much as possible. And if this threat truly is so dire, I'm going to keep running my sword through as many people as possible till it's no longer dire.
Alright, Elijah. You can either... One of two roles is your option. You can either do charisma and empathy, or you can do manipulation and performance.
I will do manipulation and performance, because I could actually feasibly accomplish that one. Elijah doesn't have any empathy for anybody.
I should have expected that.
Oh, that's sad.
Fuck. It's okay. It's fine. It's all right.
You see him ponder about his options for a minute before eventually his body sags visibly. Well, if you're looking to fight against whatever is coming, whatever is going to end us all, then you look for Blue Lantern.
Elijah will slowly nod and will lower the blood bag so that he can finish drinking it.
He his fangs lash out and try to consume as much as the blood as you offer.
Yeah, Elijah will just let him drink the blood bag.
He finishes it in quite a frenzy, but when he finally finishes, and the initial euphoria washes off, he seems to have an expression somewhere between regret and horror.
Regret and horror. Oh, what? You don't like the blood that I gave your friend?
It's a long story.
Not a big fan of the monster within.
No. That's
Oh.
the short of it.
And not all of us take so kindly to it.
Don't worry, Henry. You're on the road to Golconda.
As you can tell, I don't have much choice. He'll put the mask back on.
All right, Dr.
No.
Patricia, what's your opinion on this?
On the patient or whatever you were talking about?
The patient.
Well, it's a pretty clear and cut case of torpor. Going to just not having blood. This is, in fact, a fairly common case with this particular one.
Oh, so he just deliberately starves himself.
Yes. Hates hunting and doesn't usually consume enough to keep themselves awake.
Well, what would be your suggestion today?
I figure get enough blood to keep them awake, and then send them over to whoever asked to find them. Because I doubt you're doing this out of the good of your hearts. What little exists.
This little what our kind does have the goodness of our hearts. Do thank you for your time, Dr. Patricia.
Of course.
Now, Elijah will look towards the rest of the party. Shall we go and speak with these dancers before we take our friend here to the destination he may wish to go?
Yes.
Or that, more specifically, we wish to take him.
Yes.
Because something tells me that Panda's too, he, snaps his finger trying to think of the word, lost in his own ass.
Too far up McCoy's ass?
Too far up his own ass. You blue bloods have a tendency of that. Now, we might be able to bring the information to him, but he might be rather indifferent to it.
Indeed.
And like I said, we aren't tied to anybody. And if we might be able to properly direct attentions to where they're supposed to be, this threat might not be as threatening as it might sound.
We need to go talk with Miss Hatchet across the river. Granny Hatchet.
Maybe after we talk with these dancers.
Yes. Although I fear we will not have as much time as we would like. We should probably hurry.
Yeah, well, what time is it, Necro?
It's getting close to about 3 o'clock, almost 4.
Not a whole lot of time then.
That is not a lot of time.
Right, we're gonna have to. Alright, do you know where the dancers are, Henry?
I always meet them on the river.
Which side of the river? The Kansas or Missouri side?
It's usually north.
Kansas. Got it. Right, Dr. Patricia, can we give him one more blood bag? I'm going to need enough to get him for, like, out of torpor tomorrow.
Yeah, you want on your tab, or you want to
Yeah,
put it on the stairs?
put it on my tab.
Understood. I'll make sure he's up and ready whenever you need him.
10 minutes.
Fair enough. That'll be a fair amount. Then she heads back into her office, and you can hear a bit of rattling around before she eventually returns with the necessary supplies. This will get unpleasant. You're welcome to walk away if you have other things to do.
Nope, let's do it now.
All right. So while Henry is still strapped in, she takes another device and affixes it to his head, pinching into his jaw and forcing it open. You can see him trying to struggle, but his desiccated frame puts up little resistance. As the good doctor begins to put in a few points of blood. And after a few minutes of this slow and sometimes messy process, she eventually puts her supplies away, undoes the head harness for looking to you all. All right, so you need him as is, or do you want to take a risk?
All right, Henry, you're not going to bite us now, are you?
No.
Cool. Yeah, we'll take him out now.
Alrighty. And she starts to undo the straps, and as soon as those are done, she moves away and heads back to her office.
All right. Okay. Vote from among the party. Should we go to Granny Hatchet now, or should we try and look for the dancers? We
In the
only have.
amount of time that we have, it'd probably be best to talk to Granny Hatchet.
Yeah.
Because that's just going there, talking to her, and then we'll maybe have enough time to get back or try to find shelter.
Or crash at Granny Hatchet's.
Yeah. Or wherever they'll allow us.
Yeah.
Beyond that, we would have to, like, spend who knows how long trying to find the dancers, whereas we can have this discussion.
Yeah, I'd want a full night looking
and
for
then
the dancers.
Attempt to spend the next night looking for them. Maybe the question is why do you wish to discuss with Granny Hatchet?
Because she seems to know what's going on.
Okay.
And also, she could safely stash away Henry in the meantime.
Fair.
Because if we take Henry home, that's a big target on our back. If we take Henry to Pender, we're never seeing him again.
I mean, well, yeah. If we take Henry to Pender, we'll never see him again. But right now, Pender just thinks he's dead and doesn't really care.
Unless the Fusilier tells him stuff, but the Fusilier doesn't talk to anyone.
The Fusilier doesn't care.
Yeah.
She don't have sides. The only one person we really have to worry about is the Doctor. However, I feel like she just let us do it out of pure entertainment.
And I did call Pender's estate, but I didn't say anything about his state of being. So I didn't say if Henry here was alive or dead. So we still have the time. All right, let's get in the car. Let's go. Come on, Henry.
Sure, boss.
All right, Henry. Do you want to be in the trunk or do you want to be in a shotgun?
I don't. Not. I mean, I know I trade guns. I don't like using them.
No, passenger seat.
No, yeah. Fuck's sake. Did you smoke weed in life, Henry?
Depends. What depends? I not dandelions, no.
No, drugs.
Which ones?
Marijuana.
Sounds like you did all of them.
Probably.
Come on,
Do you
girls.
even remember your past life? Your life, I should say.
I got in debt because of drugs, so went to go do it alone, and couldn't pay it because I spent it all on drugs, and then old Pender gave me a way out.
Okay, that
Holy
Elisha does the air quotes. Way out. I get it.
Holy shit. Pender embraced this guy because he couldn't pay his drug debts?
Well, I mean, wasn't Pender specifically. He had one of the other underlings doing it, but
I was about to say, like, yeah.
That's
Well, I mean, you gotta remember, Pendergast is you. He's the same people as you, not him.
Holy shit, that's unusual.
yeah, I didn't think to question it. I mean, I'm assuming I'll have your own thingamajig, especially after meeting Eric. So that seems to be his big thing.
What, he's a prolific breeder?
Yeah, apparently that's like a big no-no, but apparently he's allowed to do it anyway.
Usually you gotta get permission first.
I mean, as long as you get permission. But,
Yeah.
depends on if the prince likes you.
Yeah, I guess he does something important. I never bothered asking what he does. He's got bad vibes, dude.
What, Eric?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, yeah, he's a priest.
I mean, yeah, they're not. I mean, they're not the kindest of people, but he's like evil, man. It's like at least Pender's just a hard ass.
I mean, most of our kin also implied that Eric tends to have a, air quotes, kindness for children. Like side eyes both Elizabeth and
Millarc and Vanessa.
Yeah, he has a type.
Yeah.
Well, that one's only his. These two keep getting up comments about him, which concerns me for his character.
I do not know.
Oh yeah, and then he points over to Mark. I'm assuming that's one of Eric's.
Yes.
Yeah, that one's Eric's.
Okay, yeah, she feels evil.
Well, I mean, she
Hey,
is
You
dressed
should
like...
see her open doors. It is quite dramatic.
Alright, who's getting in the trunk?
I'll get in the trunk.
Can you even fit in the trunk?
Oh, yeah.
Put Elizabeth in the trunk, fuck it.
You're joining the fucking
Girls-
corpse?
find yourself to go
All right,
back.
no, but we're gonna sit there, smoke cigars, and drink. This is a party trunk now, bitch.
It's one of those like the truck beds that they convert into a fucking jacuzzi.
Jacuzzi.
I
The trunk closes perfectly. No one can tell the difference. But when you pop it open, they're just sitting there in like an inflatable pool, smoking cigars and drinking out of the flask, wearing
Hey,
sunglasses out of nowhere.
Elizabeth's sitting in the trunk waiting for Elijah to get in. She just holds out her hand and just has the flask, just shakes it a few times at him to offer it to him.
I am not high enough for this.
Oh, once I take you to the carnival, you'll get high plenty.
Or if you work for me, you'll get high plenty as well. I do need someone to help me move people around and guard my, well, laboratory once I get it set up.
Well, Elizabeth, I will say, and not like I'm recruiting anybody or anything, I will say pedophiles do tend to find their way inside a carnival where there might be children.
You're right, this would be a great investment. just before, it's like you were saying, like, oh, he's got no empathy for anybody. And I'm just thinking to myself, just like, oh yeah, he's very chummy with Elizabeth. Wait a minute. I like this one. This one I like a lot. You are a business investment. We are not friends.
You're realizing this shit. Like, oh, wait a second. He's just trying to recruit me to the carnival.
I was just thinking of the fucking Markiplier gif where he's looking at the cow. Milk you.
Why do you think Harvey is very explicitly their lawyer? He's a trusted associate, not a friend.
They act pretty friendly.
Yeah.
But that's literally just their thing.
I mean, like
Their combined manipulation tactics being used at each other.
Yeah. Like, it's combined to the point that they may as well be the closest thing they have to friends.
Yeah, basically.
We, instead of trauma bonding, we're manipulation bonding.
Exactly.
We together, between the two of us, we have at least 600 years of toxic manipulation relationship style stuff going on
it's
that
like,
we can use against everybody else.
It's like Parks and Rec with Ben and Chris, where it's like Ben by himself got death threats every day. Chris by himself couldn't cut anything. Together they made a good team. All right.
Sir.
Harvey by himself would probably get hit by a car, but with Elijah here, they can hit people with cars instead. All right, we're on our way to Granny Hatchet.
Alrighty. And where were you going to be searching first?
We're going to go to that Tremere's Elysium.
Yep, that works. Just move you on right over there.
Hey, Granny Hatchet, we got something for you.
I'm sure you do. You're gonna need to be a bit more exact.
Well, we have Henry Kavanaugh, Stoner in Life, Toreador in Death,
And still a stoner.
and someone who has some very information he has to share regarding old McCoy's dealings with the river.
Come in.
Well, Millarc, ladies first.
The door is being held open for you, so you know. Don't have to worry about that.
All right, Henry. Most important person after the lady.
If you insist.
I love how much you gotta know of the fucking magic circles.
Alright, now go on in, children.
Well, we have the stoner older brother, the emo goth sister, and the two children.
I like how like Henry helps like make you look less creepy.
Yeah.
So now you're not the refined businessman dragging around 2 children and potentially being, one of Elizabeth's targets.
Not
Now
yet.
you begrudgingly dragging around your stepson and your 2 daughters.
Ironically enough, Harvey doesn't look like he doesn't look like he'd be on Catch a Predator in the position of the Predator. He looks like he'd be in the position of the step-in person to replace Chris Hansen when Chris Hansen retires.
Chris is currently fist fighting one of the pedophiles, and Harvey just runs in with a haymaker.
No, Chris Hansen decided to do things the hard way.
Harvey steps in.
Stuck double.
Harvey steps in. Oh shit, there's a second one. Why don't you have a seat?
And you obviously said second pedophile walks in with a bottle of wine. What the fuck's going on? Harvey walks in. No. Sit down.
But I don't wanna.
Alright.
Sit down. Sorry, go on.
Sit down. Have a seat.
Alrighty, so what's so important that you're risking to jump state lines?
All right, Henry, tell her everything you told us.
Well, what part about the whole thing, or just like the part you risked?
The dancers, the overwhelming power of oblivion in the race coming through, and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that stuff, yeah. So I've been working with these people called I think they're the dancers, I think is what they call themselves. Able to see things that we can't. Apparently, oblivion will be upon us at some point. The gates are gonna open up, and some kind of unnatural storm from elsewhere is gonna flood us all and be the end of everything that is. That. And then her attention just immediately goes back to Harvey.
To translate, you know how the river is magical and McCoy is fucking with that magic?
McCoy is involved with everything, so that doesn't narrow it down in the slightest.
Okay, where the fuck is McCoy then? No one's seen him. No one sees McCoy when you enter the city. I was told straight up that I have a better chance of getting hit by a fucking car than ever seeing McCoy.
I will say that several seers have also stated the same as this man here.
Yep.
As well as my own Madam Isabella. I don't know if you're aware of her reputation, but she's rarely wrong.
There's also a ghost problem that the sheriffs are suppressing.
That's interesting. I've not been aware of any ghost issues.
I've personally only seen one in the city so far.
We haven't exactly been looking, but we found it very easily.
This isn't.
Follow the rumors.
No, then again, this isn't exactly my line of work. Hey, Smith, you busy? Yeah. Well, yes, but maybe. What?
It's about everyone dying in like a couple days.
Oh yeah, the end of the world. Come on, come listen.
It can't exactly wait.
Okay, fine.
Prince of the
we could totally watch the end of the world. I'm not against it.
Casually bullying the Prince of the City.
All right, so which end of the world are we talking about?
Oblivion.
All of them.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Oblivion.
Okay. I thought that's what you said. And then he quickly runs back to his desk.
Is he just like that? He asked Granny.
Yeah. You probably said some sort of keyword, and that triggered his what do you call it? Your tardism?
Tism.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I see. No wonder you was made the prince.
Yeah,
and
Well, let's
he's
just
good.
make his run shorter then.
He's good with magic, but that's about it.
anyways, I also brought him here so that, well, he wouldn't be instantly killed by Pender. And all the information he has.
Yeah. So yeah, what exactly did he do? Exactly that. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, this is pretty important if you were talking about Oblivion. So he holds up a book. It looks mostly of vague pictures and completely unintelligible scrawlings.
Can I make an occult intelligence test?
If you wish to, yes.
Oh, that's a
Holy
shame.
shit.
Oh. Okay, so it's not horrible. You're just a standard failure.
It just looks like a book.
It you know it's a cult. Yeah, that you're certain on that much, and the pictures are certainly pretty. In a production value sort of way, not in a aesthetic sort of way. Well, okay, so the thing about Oblivion is that Oblivion comes from. Oh, how do I explain this simply? It comes from a place not like ours. It comes from a completely different. Uh, it's sort of like.
It's a mirror realm. It's like a patina cast over our own.
Yeah, that's the best way.
It's
It's
full of
sort of
lava, giant alligator monsters, and sexy fire women.
it's sort of like going to another planet. You would need very special equipment to even get there, and if you don't have the right protection, you're well, dying would be the most fortunate outcome for you.
Wait a moment. Wait a moment. Wait a moment. Vampires have been to other planets.
It's
No.
metaphorical. It's not an actual planet.
I mean, probably. I mean, we've at least been to. Although I guess that depends. Do you if you count the moon as a planet?
I thought there was too much
Wait.
radiation.
Wait. One of the astronauts was a vampire?
No.
I'm so confused then. How could we have gone to the moon?
Not relevant right now. Please continue, Mr. Smith.
Oh, right. Sorry about that. Let's see. He flips through a few more pages. So in this other world, it's a lot like ours, just completely different. And a completely different type of people live there. One who are like us, but are not us. And they seek desperately to become us. They seek that which they have lost and want to try to replace it with what we have here. And occasionally the borders between our worlds become thin and frail, and it allows some of them to crawl their way from their world and into ours, to try to gain whatever power they can before they are inevitably dragged back. There's apparently an entire society on the other side, and amongst that entire society there's apparently well, each of them have their own internal motivations and what have you, sort of like us. They do have an overarching goal, and they fight against something known as Oblivion, which, if the name isn't obvious, it's, best described as the opposite of existence. That if you get consumed by it, well, dying is the wrong word for it, because you don't die. Dying is a process. Dying is something that happens to you. Getting touched by Oblivion is more of erasing that which has been. And for the most part, it should be stuck in that realm, but if the realms between become undone, then, well, not only would Oblivion potentially creep in, what's equally likely to happen is that those who are fleeing Oblivion will likely come to our world in vast numbers. make any sense?
Yes, actually, that does. I'm not well read on ghosts. I'm more of a vampiric lore person, but that seems about what I've tracked when I've discussed with people in New York. Is it possible for a mass exodus of these spirits to cause trouble? Like what Henry here was talking about?
Well, our knowledge is a bit strained, but there are different types. Just as there are different types of vampires, there are different types of ghosts. Most of the ghosts we see are usually the more banal type. You know, your Toreadors and your Assamites. But there are others that are more akin to, well, comparing them to the Sabbat is probably the best frame of reference I have for the company presence. Those who are less concerned about trying to maintain a new balance, and those who focus more on conquest. Those who would sooner consume all the power instead of thinking about the longevity of that power.
So they'll eat our souls and the souls of all the humans as well.
When we died, we didn't
That's
have any.
that is the best simplification of it, yes.
No, oh, we have souls, Elizabeth. They're corrupted, but we have souls.
No, Harvey, we already died.
It's, like I said, it's a little more complicated than that, but that's the simplest way to explain it.
Spiritual energy, magic, whatever binds the forces of reality to Earth.
Yes, well, I could talk more about it, but, you'd all end up in torpor by then.
Yeah. Well, Henry, does this sound like anything you were told about by these dancers?
Yeah, actually, it does sound quite familiar. Actually, I mean, it sounds equally as confusing and equally as horrifying.
Henry, do you know of any dancers that can meet us here?
I don't think so. No, all of them, I met them, not the other way around.
Like you said, Harvey, he didn't quite get that far within their ranks to command such a thing. We will have to do the searching ourselves to see what exactly they know.
Yep, looks like it. I'm sorry to do this to you, Granny Hatchet, but we can't keep them on our side of the river for obvious cases.
Well, if it fucks with McCoy, I'm willing to keep him.
Yeah, no, I do believe they will fuck with McCoy.
I at least hope that he was worth the time that you allowed us to listen to him.
Probably.
We'll keep you informed regarding this dancer situation.
Good. At least
If you grow
something like
tired of them, I can always just take them to the circus.
that. He might actually fit in there.
I know, there's plenty of drugs to go around. That's how we keep most of the colonies in check. He pokes Henry in the chest.
No.
I don't worry, it won't be that bad. You ain't got even hurt anybody.
That'd be nice.
Still
Alrighty.
have to see what to do with you.
Alright, any other questions you got, or are you needing to bunk down for the night?
I can't think of any questions right now.
Well, I suppose you have that little book there on Oblivion.
Yeah,
Is there any counters that we might have against it? These
I
individuals seem to be able to fight against it.
or anything that we can confirm or test on our end to give you more information to tell us more?
I mm, it would take me some time, but I can find a few counters. I mean, I'd have to double check this, but I think the probably the most obvious would be any consecrated weaponry, but that might be an issue for us. I don't
Yeah.
think most of us can handle such things.
Does silver hold the same properties it does normally, knowing the supernatural?
I I would have to double check that. I think that only affects certain creatures of the supernatural. I'm not
Fair.
even sure that's a
I
universal
know
thing.
sometimes it's the nature of the thing as opposed to the form, so you never quite know, especially with the spiritual.
Yes, I know. I know the K9 humanoid is particularly vulnerable to that, but I'm not sure if they're completely unrelated to the spiritual. I would assume so. They seem far more bound to reality than anything.
Yes. Something tells me that theirs might be considered a, like, air quotes, gift as opposed to a curse.
Yes. And I mean, I guess there might be some magic stuff we can do, but I mean, there aren't really a lot of we don't really know a lot of magicians who are willing to work with us.
Mm.
That's there's a lot of things I'll need to go through. We'll see if we have any information on that, and if we do, figure out what we could even use.
Elijah rubs his chin. Well, there's that one group of magicians that we know about, Harvey. However, I'm not sure dealing with mortals is the best idea.
Hmm. I was thinking about calling Pomeranian again.
I mean, keeping her informed does seem like a good idea.
Yeah, because if Oblivion breaks through, that's going to be everyone's problem. In order to keep the Masquerade under wraps, we're going to need to call in all hands who are willing.
I don't even care about the masquerade. I still want to be able to do what the fuck I want to.
No, point stands. It's going to be a lot harder if the Missouri River is just overrun with ghosts.
If it stays in the Missouri River.
Yeah.
If Kansas just fell and it stayed there, it wouldn't be much of a problem for me. However, I doubt it'll just stop from just there. No offense towards y'all, obviously.
You're the one with the broken face.
Oh yeah, of course. It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, not
He
much
like
I could do
frames
to
his
make it
face with his
better.
hands and bats his eyes.
Well, another night of talking, but at least we had progress this night.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now do I need to throw you out, or are you gonna bunk down?
What time is it?
It's about 5 o'clock.
Yeah, we're going to need a bunk down here.
Good, good. Find a pillow, make yourself comfortable.
Thank you kindly for allowing us to stay.
Yep, thank you so much.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm not even going to get near the fire. That sounds like a terrible idea.
Elijah just sits cross-legged on a pillow and lights up a cigar.
Harvey lights up a cigarette and lays down on a pillow on his belly.
Oh, Henry. You probably need to eat something, don't you?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
We gave him some blood before we left, like more than just the one blood bag.
Oh, did we? Okay.
Yeah, Dr. Patricia came out with a head contraption, kept his mouth open, basically used to pump blood into his stomach.
I was thinking so hard about Oblivion and all that. I had missed the sort of torture of Paul Henry. I was just concerned the poor boy won't even be able to wake up in the morning.
Oh no, I
That
asked was yawn.
that would be better than the alternative.
Well, I'm going to finish this cigarette and then I am going to be calling first thing tomorrow evening. Actually, I should probably do it now while we have an hour.
Yep. We all make our related calls.
Like, you shouldn't be in Kansas City tomorrow.
No, Elijah's calling up the circus going, so yeah, no, they might be flooding open the gates of Oblivion. It could be fun. It could be shit. Gonna try to figure out some more. See if it might be a problem that we can solve. If not, then how far we might have to fuck off.
Indeed. What was
Don't
that?
worry, guys. I think this is a problem that we can solve. Close the gates of Oblivion. All we need to do is take this golden necklace with a big ruby in it to a guy named Martin.
Oh yeah, Oblivion
Well,
is
no, I
actually.
thought we had to like go into the gate, fight a whole bunch of like dinosaurs, just weird guys in stupid looking armor, and then like steal this thing that's called a heart, even though it looks nothing like a heart.
I'm su-
Does go on.
I'm surprised you didn't pick it up early, Blood. I did say earlier when we
No,
were talking, they were talking about like Necro was like, "Here, let me describe Oblivion to you," and I'm like, "It's a big lava land full of giant alligators, men, demons, and sexy fire women."
no,
I'm surprised you didn't pick it up
no,
when I made that joke.
I got that. I forgot that like Oblivion came out 4 years ago in game.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, it's
like the
something
prince.
that you guys don't actually know.
Yeah, the prince here probably has an Xbox 360 with Oblivion with his games. I would not put it past this guy. uh, Harvey wouldn't know. He doesn't play any games past like 2003. All right. I think that's
Anything
gone.
else?
No, I think we're all going to enter torpor for the night. I'm going to ruin myself a
Alrighty.
blood point.
Yep. So yep, feel free to mark down your blood point, and after that, we can go to experience points.
So,
You all get 1 point for being here. Next, did you learn anything new and or important?
Yes.
yeah, the whole Oblivion crisis, which we can legitimately use.
Like we're among a bunch of mortals. Like, what do you mean Oblivion Crisis? You mean that Oblivion game? It's like, yeah, we're talking about the Oblivion game. So,
Oh
anyways,
yeah, totally. So anyway, the dancer just starts speaking verbatim, and they'll be like, "Oh no, yeah, totally." They're just talking about like the game that came out. I don't remember that quest.
Fucking Patrick Stewart.
Alrighty.
My friend, I can go no farther. You must find and seek out my illegitimate son, Martin. Gets stabbed right in the fucking chest.
Alrighty. Next. Yeah, another point for your role playing. Alright. After that, did anyone perform any heroic feats and survive the process?
I
I
mean,
don't know if
Elijah
you
jumped
wanted
across
like me
the
trying
water,
to jump across the Mississippi River.
and he's a skeleton. Just sank to the bottom. Fell in.
That could have ended up poorly. That's fair
Yeah,
enough. We'll allow it.
hell yeah.
Alright, did you complete any quests and or goals?
Yes.
Found the guy.
We found the
Wonderful.
guy, we found the boat, we found a duffel bag.
We still don't know why he put himself in the duffel or in the sleeping bag, and other than my idea, which is got out there, realized the sun was going to come up, and decided to hide himself, like double wrapped, to make sure he doesn't get turned into a crisp.
Alrighty, did you go up against any serious threats?
Go.
No.
Alrighty. Did anyone come up with a plan that turned failure into success?
No, not really.
We
I
only
don't
turned
think we
success
had a
just that good.
just
Fair
success
enough.
into success.
Fair enough. In which case, that is the amount of points that you have earned this session.
5 glorious points.
Unless you want to count me like swimming towards the boat, but I don't think that really counts.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I had fun. This was a very important. This was a very important session.
It fucking was.
Just a little bit. Alrighty. In that case, see you all next time.